Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. We're going to begin tonight with an aggressive new push by the White House to get more Americans vaccinated, just as the number of people getting their shots is slowing down. Tonight, President Biden is declaring a national month of action, offering everything from childcare to free beer as incentives for people to get the vaccine. And he's rolling out a political-style campaign to change the minds of hesitant Americans, with volunteers knocking on doors and calling friends to answer their questions. And today, Mr. Biden especially implored people under 40 to get vaccinated, warning they could suffer long-term issues from the virus if they get sick. Now, the new full-court press comes as the U.S. closes in on Independence Day, Mr. Biden's self-imposed deadline for the U.S. to reach vaccination levels high enough to enjoy what he calls a summer of freedom. But tonight, the White House acknowledges meeting the president's goal won't be easy, because while millions of Americans initially lined up for the vaccine this spring, the number of new people each day getting a shot has now stalled at a little over 500,000. CBS's Nancy Cordes is at the White House tonight and is going to lead off our coverage. Good evening, Nancy.
Good evening, Norah. The president described it today as pulling out all the stops, with a host of new measures and private company partnerships to try to boost the vaccination rate by making it even easier to get a shot and by loading on the perks.
That's right. Get a shot and have a beer.
A new sales pitch from the commander-in-chief tonight, advertising giveaways for those who get the shot, including cruises and Super Bowl tickets from CVS, and yes, free beers from Anheuser-Busch.
Let's grab a beer, America.
Major League Baseball is stepping up to the plate, too, offering free tickets for fans who get vaccinated at the game. The president is trying to meet a goal he set last month to get 70% of U.S. adults at least partially vaccinated by July 4th. 12 states have surpassed that goal, but overall, the nation sits at 63% as the daily vaccination rate falls.
And we're getting closer. We still have work to do.
So today, Mr. Biden announced that 4 of the nation's biggest daycare providers will offer free drop-in childcare for parents getting their shots. And some pharmacies will stay open all night on Fridays in June.
And if you're too busy at work or school, you can get vaccinated around the clock on any Friday. Any Friday.
States and cities are loading on the incentives, too.
First, I thought it was a scam.
In Maryland, Deidre Egan was the first person to get the call. She won $40,000.
I was like, whoa, let me pull over, you know.
We're going to give away $1 million to
In West Virginia, the governor is raffling off cash, trucks, and even firearms to those who get the shot.
We're going to give 5 custom hunting rifles and 5 custom hunting shotguns away on Father's Day.
And lots of incentives. All right, Nancy joins us from the White House. So, Nancy, the president made a pretty big deal of partially vaccinating 70% of adults. Is there some concern he's not going to reach that goal?
Yes, because at the rate that we're seeing right now, with a little over 500,000 people getting the shot each day, we are on track to just barely miss that 70% goal. And frankly, the vaccination rate has actually been drifting downwards. So the White House is looking for ways to turn that around. And the CDC director said today that her big concern has to do with the South, where vaccination rates are lower. She's worried that as the weather heats up, it's going to drive more people inside, where we know the virus can spread more easily.
All right, Nancy Cordes with the math tonight. Thank you.